Hey guys, Nick Espinoza, your chief security fanatic here, and today we're actually talking about smart home devices. Now, you know I've made videos on smart home devices before, and we also know that they track the ever-living bejesus out of us. I mean, this is not news. I don't necessarily have to go into that, but what a lot of people don't necessarily know is that when you are controlling smart home devices, let's say a smart door lock, a smart light bulb, a smart television, through your Amazon Echo, Google Home, or whatever, it's actually recording everything that you do and sending it back to Amazon for analysis. So, perfect example. Do you turn your lights off at, let's say, 10 o'clock at night to go, to go upstairs and go to bed? Now Amazon knows this. Do you turn your lights on at 6 a.m. when you wake up? Amazon knows this as well. They start to gather these patterns for you, and by virtue of that, they can advertise to you. So, let's say maybe they know that you're turning your lights off and then 4 hours you're turning them back on, and so you're only getting 4 hours of sleep a night, which is not recommended. You're supposed to be getting more. So now maybe they start advertising Ambien or other kinds of sleep aids to you. This is what I'm talking about. But Bloomberg Quint just reported that it goes a bit deeper than this. Amazon has actually approached companies like Logitech and Hunter, which makes the smart fans and all that kind of stuff, and other corporations to actually start requesting the data when you are using those devices without actually engaging your Amazon Echo. Now think about it this way. If you have, let's say, a smart lock on your front door and you tap the app to lock it, unlock it, or you're using the Amazon Echo to go through and lock and unlock your door, let's say you go and you just manually, hit the button or turn the lock or whatever it is. Now that information, Amazon wants sent back to the Echo so that they have a more full and complete picture on you. And so, according to the Bloomberg article, and I quote here, in other words, after you connect a light fixture to Alexa, Amazon wants to know every time the light is turned on or off, regardless of whether you asked Alexa to toggle the switch. Televisions must report the channel they're set to. Smart locks must keep the company apprised whether or not the front door bolt is engaged. And so, think about it this way. They can gather a complete picture on you, just how safe you are if you're turning your lights on or off, when you're doing that at night. Are you forgetting to lock your door at night? If so, maybe they want their AI to send you a reminder. Maybe they want to sell you a security system and you'll get advertising for that. Whatever they're doing with that, that is now tracking you in your home, and this seems to be the next evolution. I also talked about Facebook Portal with their facial recognition system being able to do things like, let's say, tag a logo on your shirt. Let's say you're walking around with a band. Well, now Facebook has the ability to then advertise for that band because they see you're wearing that band's shirt. It's stuff like this. They're bringing it into our homes, and we are putting these devices in our homes that are not just tracking us using voice recognition, recording things and all of that. They are now bringing this to the smart devices as well. And so I find this actually interesting on two different fronts. One, imagine if this was hit, like the information here was hit and dumped into the dark web. Now, let's say a burglar that is tech savvy could figure out when you go to bed and when you wake up, and maybe that's the time they're going to burgle you. Maybe they find out that you just continuously forget to lock your front door, and so they can walk right in. There's a lot of stuff on that. But the other side of this is that as we see privacy laws starting to get spun up, like Europe's GDPR and California's following suit, etc., how is a company like Amazon or Facebook or Google or even like, let's say, Hunter Fans, which has no real, access to this, or Logitech going to actually give us or give us that information? Can we go to Logitech and say, hey, I want all my information, or is that Amazon's job? What does that look like? And if that is the case, could an Amazon, a Facebook, or whatever that is using this kind of technology to track us actually give us this information in real time? I think that's an important question to ask, especially if we're seeing a push towards privacy. So take that for what it's worth, and that is your news of the day. And I'd love to know what you think about this, because it seems in some ways to be like an electronic home invasion that we willingly allow to happen. And I think some of us aren't going to be fans of that. Others probably don't care. Maybe it's a generational thing. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter at NickAESP. And as always, stay safe and stay online. Thanks, guys.